All right, guys and gals, welcome to. Oh shoot! No! This is not game 1, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 2 of the semifinals here.
Oh, is that what's written?
Yep. I accidentally put game 1. My apologies. Center that. It's already centered. Okay, welcome to game 2 of the semifinals.
Is that how we're starting?
Tiny Wars. Yes, that's how we are. Of the Tiny Wars Open Tournament. You know, of course, with the goofy voice as well. I won't do that for the rest of the video. I'm Advanced Warrior.
And I'm CJ.
And we are going to be covering a game between Observer, aka Purifier Warmech, playing as Zhaotiantong, and playing as Isabella is Icy.
Or Busher Icy, which just means not icy. Yeah, the Chinese character is just means he's not icy.
Oh, dun dun dun! But CJ,
we'll just continue calling him icy.
I see. So start us off. We have Zhaotiantong.
Yeah, where is the thing that shows who it is?
You did it again. You did the same thing I did.
Okay. It's
I will. But yeah.
Yeah. Zhaotiantong is a custom CO to Tiny Wars. Is the only his kind of unique thing is a negative 100% boarding cost, with 0 zone, 0 energy, very default day-to-day just on his CO. But basically what this means is that when you board your CO on a unit, you get the cost of that unit back. So if you board it on a tank, you get 7,000 back instead of usually when you board you pay 50%. So you would usually pay 3,500 for the tank CO.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is Zhaotiantong's thing. He doesn't have any powers.
You also, I do want to mention, you're giving yourself like a free veteran unit too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
so
true.
So if you can take advantage of veteran units, then yeah, that works.
Yep.
All right. And here we have, just like last game, player 2 as Isabella. Isabella, you know, you may love her, you may hate her. I do love her. 50% boarding cost, zone radius of 2, normal zone expansion, versatile, and with good stats too. Plus 20% offense and defense to all units: ground, air, navy. We did see navy in the last game. So the CO unit's actually getting 40%, which is actually pretty good for a veteran CO unit. But everything else is getting 20-20, which is still very good. No cop, of course, but the scop. Plus 2 movement to all units, and plus 2 indirect range for all indirects as well. And they're all getting the 20s. Isabella loves 2. There's so many 2s under her name.
There are.
But yet she's still probably the top best CO in this game. But you know,
at least in vanilla COs, I don't know. Zhaotiantong for custom COs, he is also insane, and I think we might see that.
We have the best custom CO versus the best cartridge CO.
Yeah, so.
Unless you want to argue Brenner, but I still pick Isabella over Brenner. All right, so are you ready, CJ?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so I did say this in the beginning. Observer goes for a bike. I'm curious to see. Oh, they both go for a bike on their kind of that little wing base there. So. Oh wow,
Wakeboard.
I said Zhaotiantong. Purifier's going for the free 2,500, so possibly to increase the unit counts. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, I really don't know who is the tougher CO here.
Is he going for like
again? Again?
What do you mean again? Wait, did he do this before?
The Forsyth mirror.
Oh, yeah, I guess HQ cap?
Oh, wait, a flare? What the heck?
Okay, I think a flare is actually one of the only units that reaches in time.
Yeah, it's because of treads. It's treads instead of tires. So, oh my god, Zhaotiantong already putting the pressure. Pure Observer already putting the pressure and forcing a flare in a standard game.
We're already getting like just very, very odd, I guess, unit choices, but I think the flare is forced, so
yeah, there's like nothing else I could do it unless you play Lee, maybe. Actually, hold on, no, Lee would
I don't know, it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, okay, Advanced Wars by Web, Recons can move over shoals, but so fine. But not in Tiny Wars. So yeah,
not in this game.
I think a flare definitely was the only thing that could save Icy here.
Yeah, that is interesting, but I respect it, I guess. I mean, if your opponent forces you to do that, then I guess you can only respond.
Observer playing with our hearts here.
Yeah, that is quite interesting. And then,
a suicide into the
to CO that battlecopter next turn, I assume.
I assume as well, yes.
Yeah.
He Observer would not be able to do it next turn. If your CO unit dies that turn, you cannot immediately board it onto another unit.
Yeah, and so next turn we'll see the magic of Zhaotiantong for sure.
A pullback? A pullback? Oh yeah, that's right. We did mention the Icy dropped this capture because it's right in range of the battlecopter.
Oh. Yeah.
He would have gotten that property, but just decided not to allow the.
Wait, what?
He was already in the middle of capturing it.
Yeah, but Zhaotiantong doesn't get zone or anything. But I guess just keep your unit count.
Yeah.
Just give it up.
Yeah,
because it will get capped anyways, I guess.
Yeah, because Icy is like already very behind, and yeah, that bike really forced. Oh wow, the Zhaotiantong Observer technically made Icy drop like 5k as well. And
yeah, on the flare.
On the flare, and now Icy is doing his best to. Icy's just doing his best to use that 5k. And what?
That is something.
He didn't build a base from the. He had the funds too. What?
Wait, what? Oh, you mean like Icy didn't build anything from that?
Was that potentially an oversight, or like something Icy missed, or was this intentional?
It could have been an oversight, but it also could have been that Icy didn't have anything good to build there. Because even if you build an infantry, then the B-copter can hit it. I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing for Icy, but at the same time, that's just like unnecessary damage. So it's like if he can't build an anti-air that would be immune to that battlecopter, I guess you can just leave it. And maybe that base isn't that valuable.
Yeah, Icy would lose some funds having that happen to them. Getting damage like that.
Oh yeah.
From the repairs. But Icy can get rid of that in the next 2 turns. But we will just have to see how Icy responds. Okay, Icy is having his copter and the Isabella anti-air. Well, she's one of the most versatile COs, so why the heck not?
Yeah. Icy is down income by quite a bit.
Oh wow, good.
But
I thought this infantry was out of range, but the copter cannot loop around. So
wait,
yeah,
what?
The copter is safe from this anti-air if it attacks here or here, but it cannot do that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that infantry is covered by the anti-air. So heads up for Icy. And let's see here. Already a income deficit from Icy here with the Observer getting the lead of 4,000. That's gonna change.
Wait, what? Didn't we just? Wait, why is he in range? What is happening here?
I think Observer just wants to keep sacrificing his units, sacrificing his CO unit, so he could just accumulate money, just like keep getting money. Yeah, like that. Next turn, that's another 9k for Observer here. But if you're in this space, do you want to give your opponent like any chance at all? Because looking at the stats on the top left, I feel like Observer is in a very good position and would probably want to keep that lead.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, okay, I guess he dragged the anti-air to the left side. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a waste of a battlecopter when it was perfectly fine going back. But I mean, I guess Observer now has a bunch of money to throw around again. But don't you still have that amount of money even if you didn't sack it? I don't know.
I do remember seeing something. It was like a Colin player from Advanced Wars by Web, and as some of you may know, Colin gets cheaper units at like 20%, and there's been some like people who like play Colin so much that they just don't play the game, right? They feel invincible when they can like buy so many teched up units that they just feel like they could just throw away their units and be like, I'll just get more. But yeah, you did mention like in this situation here, Tiny Wars Zhaotiantong, 9K is still being spent. But a rocket.
Yeah, I think more so to me, I think that the 10 charge that you gave to Isabella for free is just not worth dealing with.
It is.
But Observer apparently has just free reign over the left side. That's kind of weird. Like, I've never... Well, okay, there's only been one other game, I guess, that we've watched, but I wasn't expecting Observer to get that far down, to get all the way to that mountain city. That's kind of really far.
Oh my goodness.
But
left side.
But it looks like Icy's advancing towards the center, which makes sense. You centralize around your CO because that is what matters. Isabella plays to her CO power. So yeah, but Icy's still down by a ton of money.
I just want to say, Icy chose not to attack the CO copter.
Yeah, that's weird. I feel like I would hit it for like some damage to try to make it less useful, but also not kill it.
In a way, he's kind of denying income. In a way.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I would if playing against Zhaotiantong, I would try to weaken it but not kill it.
Oh wow,
But yeah, Isabella getting more charge, already at 36. Observer had income advantage, and still does, but I think that advantage is gonna flip pretty soon, with just how much charge has been given so far.
I want to see. I want to think real quickly. So Observer will be 21. No, it'll be 20. Okay, never mind. It did it for me. So it was a 2 income lead. Now it's a 5 income lead, but that could change again in the middle. That will go to 20-24, and then it'll be 21-23 in favor of Observer. But so still having a 2 income deficit, but Icy is still not out of it, and that bike is probably looking at that HQ. But Icy is very much aware. And like as you all know,
he's gonna just surround him.
Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, as you all are aware, Icy is has made it all the way to semifinals, top 4. So
I mean,
everyone here has made it top 4. Right? but just reminding everyone that Icy is a good player here, and I kind of like this strat because all those units have 20 defense. Could probably still free the copter, but yeah, it's those units will probably die the next turn just to save that copter. Oh my god,
I was thinking, I was honestly thinking more along the lines of actually just delete your copter to not give charge, but and then just go for some expensive unit like a bomber to board later or in the next turn.
I did see that rocket being built by Observer. I didn't say anything yet, but it is kind of a weird build because Icy did eventually take all 4 of those cities down there, and like looking at this, you would think that looking at the middle, you would think Icy has the income lead because of the 4 cities in the center and the 2 cities on the right. But if you look at the bottom left, there's a little ragtag group there, getting the income advantage on that left side there.
I think this is going to be the turning point. I think we'll see.
Oh, yeah,
is Isabella's CO power enough to overturn well, the income advantage? Even though Observer has been consistently up income for like a while, I think he's been losing a lot more units.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Hold on, does Observer know that he can't build any units when the CO unit dies? I want to say yes. So
as in can't board or what?
Cannot board. I want to say.
I think he does.
I want to say yeah. Okay, so this was definitely intentional. He did not build a copter to be boarded immediately, so we'll probably see that next turn.
I think we see a bomber this turn.
Right. Predictions, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
What the heck? Free.
Because I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, you get 20k back. So
what can hit that bomber? 2 anti-airs, and one of them is the CO unit, and that one is very valuable to keep. And
but I mean, there's still so much. Well, Icy is just getting so many kills without even popping the power yet.
Yeah. I do want to say Icy did attack from the shoal with that 8 HP tank first, and then attacked from the city. Now that might look like bad attack order, but that tank is actually defending that anti-air and is doing a lot. It would do a lot better than a damaged tank. So nice little micro order from Icy. It might not be the right play, but I just agree with it.
I don't know if it actually mattered because there's only one tank that can hit that.
Maybe.
The battlecopter can't hit that.
Yeah.
The infantry aren't going to do anything.
I'm still unsure about that rocket build from Observer here because it was just passive, and Icy just has all 4 of those cities. So I guess he's probably going to try play grit a little bit, but we'll just see how it goes. Isabella is the one with the indirect synergy, so that is something, and.
There's no indirects to be found by blue.
There aren't. What the heck? So it's just gonna be movement instead of indirects and mechs that we saw from Plague. But Observer is losing the bottom left, and no, he's not. Icy is not front shifting to the left side, is he? Maybe trying to fight back for those properties. The income is even.
Yeah, I think. Ooh, but he's moving away from the right side, so the right side is
up for grabs.
A little bit more open for Observer, but it's not free for Observer.
That right side is up for grabs, and I like this from Observer on the bottom left, killing the infantry, the only unit that was closest that can capture that mountain property. Observer's just slowly moving up.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Observer is has a lot of units, a lot of stuff, but I don't know if it's really that effective. He just doesn't have a lot of space, doesn't have a lot of control, I guess.
I want to see where this army value goes. Okay. It's actually very close. Oh, well, Icy did build a Duster, so it is starting to even out. It would have been a kill if that second infantry was in range of the zone, but it's going to be suicide if Observer keeps join capping to get that city, which I doubt that Observer will get. So, made Icy move left and then move back to the center. I guess it was just to avoid certain units from attacking. And if that was not an Isabella zone range, that tank probably would have died. See, this is another thing that's insane about Isabella. The plus 20% defense, you're gonna feel it if you're going up against her. So Isabella can afford these death balls and can threaten with indirects because she can increase indirect range. But as you said, CJ, Blue currently does not have any indirects in sight.
Yeah, I think he uses the power this turn, though. Does he? There's so many things over there, but maybe not close enough. There are a lot of like infantry wall.
There's a lot of indirects. Like the rocket. The rocket's been getting shots. What the heck?
Yeah, it got one, right? Or is that two?
It got. Where's the ammo? I thought I saw the ammo count.
Where is it? Oh,
yeah,
got 3 shots.
It got 3 shots off. Wow, that's just as impressive as my rocket when I faced Aegis on Rice or Noodles.
I think. Yeah, now that Bomber's kind of crippled, and I don't know. I have a feeling that Zhaotiantong's being played wrong. Like I feel like if you're playing Zhaotiantong and you don't have a huge income advantage, you're like actually not doing too well, especially against Isabella, who can make mediocre units into insane units.
So tell me why you're not in the top 4, CJ.
I'm tired, bro.
I'm kidding. I do question how this how Zhaotiantong's been played in this game here. I do question a lot of the because like I do understand, you're getting income, but it's also a free veteran unit. Not only that, it's another 10%, so it's like a 30 unit that you possibly can try to take advantage of. But that's the disadvantage of having such a small zone, where if you look at Icy here, Isabella's giving 20-20 to all of those units.
Yeah, Zhaotiantong is just... I mean, his playstyle is just so much different, so much more different compared to everyone else. And I think he excels most in the early game, when you can get, a 9k bomb, and... your total income at that time is 9k, so you effectively like increase your entire army by like a third or a fourth, which is like huge in one turn. But like at this point in the game, it's hard for him to stay effective. And going against an Isabella who can threaten CO power at any time
with no indirects,
it's hard. It's well, okay, yeah, I guess, but still, it's hard to. It's hard when you have to like simulate each turn, where it's like, oh, what happens if he just like teleports all of his units around mine? Like,
I do want to say we actually did get quite the wall break there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And like
strong,
and like
at the same time, a lot of these units in the back can get action because Isabella's insane.
Yeah. Like postured, he just postured himself in the middle.
Yeah.
So let's see what Icy does here. Hey CJ, have you played the power? Oh my!
What?
That was the rocket. Well, we finally have an indirect. We have an indirect, guys. But have you played Dual Strike?
Yes.
Imagine if the Black Bomb was in this game, and you put
Black Bomb is banned in competitive just because of this type of thing.
I know, but just imagine you put Zhaotiantong in a Black Bomb.
That's so dumb.
How much damage? Oh no, it doesn't go for the CO. Only goes for the other copter, the weaker copter.
Yeah.
But that infantry in the center is basically dead. Just like hide in the woods. Call your that's like 3 infantry, 2 healthy, 1 injured. Yeah, call your family, tell them you love them. Be like, hey, avenge my name against Isabella here. It's like, you mean this little girl? And whoa!
Yeah, that's a resign. And I think it makes sense. It's too hard to come back from a power like that. Isabella's too strong. We've seen this. I guess there's only 2 games, but in the semifinals, Isabella is just simply dominant. But Isabella always was.
I was telling a story.
Too bad.
Okay. At least that 5 HP infantry is hopefully alive. I think
don't know about that.
I think it would be a war crime to kill them after a surrender. But yeah, let's see here. On the top we have 5 unit in 5 not 5 unit 5 units ahead for Icy. The army value is also high. Income is even, but yeah, that was a good power from Icy, able to repel many units here, and I don't know how Observer would respond to the following turn, but me and CJ did have a lot of questions about how Zhaotiantong was played here. I mean, what was the first thing we saw? No, the first thing we saw was a bike.
Oh yeah, the bike. That actually, I kind of like that move because it did force the flare. I don't know if it's necessarily a good or bad move. I'm really not sure.
It forced a reaction.
Yeah, it's like a forcing move in a game like this. Like if you play chess, like a check is a forcing move, and sometimes it's good. Most of the time it makes your opponent like act maybe more irrationally or quickly than they would than is like good. I guess like they might not think too hard. But Icy did react properly with the only thing that makes sense, I think, because if you put a recon, you get slowed down by like so many spaces.
All those tiles are 2, so hold on. Recons are like
2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like 2, and then 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, it's like reaches in 3 turns. Whereas the flares here.
Whereas the flare hit 2.
Sure, tanks. So it's like treads basically.
Yeah.
And it also moves 1 more than a recon, technically, because planes are double. Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
Okay, so and then the bike was suicided, I think.
Yeah, and that also makes sense
to make way for the copter. Double base skip too.
Yeah, so Zhaotiantong is such a weird thing because it's like you want to get usage out of the CO, but you don't want it to live too long. The proper way to play against Zhaotiantong is what Icy demonstrated here. Is I think like later on when the battlecopter was kind of out on the right side. He kind of surrounded it, and the battlecopter wasn't able to do too much useful anymore. That is the right way to play against Zhaotiantong, because you've crippled the unit, you don't let it die, and so it's not effective alive, nor can it be effective immediately upon death.
Yeah. Because of that deployment delay that COs have.
If the enemy kills Zhaotiantong, then it's good because you can redeploy it immediately. But if the enemy doesn't kill it, you have to delete it yourself, and you have to wait till next turn to board it. And Zhaotiantong, like, you want to board like as soon as possible because you just get that income. But yeah, I think in this beginning portion is where Zhaotiantong really shines, and you want to exert as much pressure as you can with like the income advantage that you have. Like right now, whoops.
We keep doing that.
There's just so much. Wait, whose turn is it right now?
You not hear the music?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. You actually don't because of Parsec.
But usually it's at this time that that the player with Zhaotiantong should be exerting pressure with this quick tech unit and getting a lot of captures, because that's how Zhaotiantong really gets going. Is you start up with a quick tech unit that also allows you to get a couple more tech units, so that you just have a lot more strong units early on. And you just outnumber your opponent, you grab a bunch more cities, and then you continue to hold your income advantage. And Observer did have a consistent like 3 to 5k advantage throughout like most of the early and mid game, but he also lost a lot of units. and I think that's generally where it went wrong. But it's what the hell is that? I mean, it's easy to just say like don't lose units forehead, but like, but it is of course like not so easy to, in practice, like continue to keep your income advantage and keep up the pressure without losing too much. But there were a couple moves out there that I feel like I don't know if I would recommend that. Like moving the battlecopter here is fine.
Okay, so this was the very first shot I saw of this game when I requested the spectate. Like I didn't even notice the flare that was over here. I was just looking at this and I was just like, what the heck just happened here?
Yeah, like that movement was like, hey, but I think the next turn of just kind of throwing away the battlecopter, especially against Isabella, maybe against other CLs it might be fine, but Isabella and Tabitha especially, like you want to make sure you do not give them charge. And in this case, I would disagree. Although, like, there isn't a fantastic place to put this, because a lot of the stuff is out of range. You could consider moving to the left and try to exert more pressure, or try to pull back towards the middle and save it. But I just... Then I guess Icy is counterplaying Zhaotiantong in that he's not letting him board again. But still, again, the 10 freeze energy is kind of brutal, or kind of bad to give. So that's kind of my gripe with that. If we move on, I don't know if there's anything else that stands out. There are a couple other moves where I'm like, I'm not sure about that. Probably later on. I think over here, I think at least this part where the battlecopter is able to be surrounded, I actually would just delete it, even though it's a weird move. But I think it's better to just delete it, because Icy already has that counterplay, already has kind of captured your CO unit, and you can't get the most out of it. Again, Zhaotiantong just plays super weird. You want it to die, but also like want it to live.
I mean, like I guess maybe make the unit pay for itself. Like when an anti-air kills a copter, the anti-air has paid for itself. I'm like technically it's already paying for itself when you're like giving yourself free money, but at least like it's not fodder. Like don't try. And while we're here, I still don't agree with this rocket buy here.
Did it not shoot this turn? Oh, it probably shot the tank, huh?
Oh, it
or
did.
Something.
So it was able to cover one city, but I guess no, this is Icy's turn. I have the music CD. Icy's getting these properties. This rocket is not firing this turn, so I still don't know how I feel about that rocket.
What else would you build then? Like maybe an anti-air, maybe a tank, an extra tank or something. I don't know. I mean, a rocket is decent, but yeah, maybe more if you're on a more defensive stance. Than,
I would build a bomber this turn.
Trying to build a bomber.
I'm kidding. I mean, Observer has the funds, but but Icy also did. No, this copter can't die this turn. No. So the rocket I'm still unsure of, but it is what it is. Anything else?
I don't think it's bad play. The rocket just is very slow.
Yeah, it's very slow.
It's hard to get in there.
It actually did get some shots off, so props to Observer there.
Yeah, but Zhaotiantong. I mean, I think the whole idea is just Zhaotiantong is a hard CO to play because he's so novel. Like he's so different. Because most COs, your priority is survive and then get charge and then do damage with them. I guess if I were to think about it, that's kind of the order that you want to go with. Like number 1, survive. Number 2, get charged. Number 3, deal damage with the CO specifically, or something like that, or give boosts or something. But with Zhaotiantong, your number 1 priority is be a menace, make money. Actually, well, number 1 I think is probably make money with boarding. Then number 2, be a menace. And then number 3 is actually die.
At time your death.
Yeah,
even better.
It's very strange.
I wonder what this button does.
That's one action at a time, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's no other button that does it. Oh wait, these animate now?
Oh, I guess that's.
Oh, that's actually helpful.
One with animation. I don't know.
I think last time we didn't have animation, so thank you, Baby Go, for that. But yeah. Sorry for interrupting you. Anything else?
Yeah. Yeah.
You said really, three die, whatever.
Yeah. Overall, though, very interesting. I mean, we have good players, just
with
all
good
kinds
COs.
of weird stuff going on here.
Yeah.
This was a very dynamic match for sure. For sure, there was just this thing on the side, just like, what is? How are these guys all the way over here? And then, but
may have got
overall though.
Oh yeah, that's
like, Icy is just super strong.
Yeah, I forgot this. This space back here can actually cross these shoals. I didn't realize that.
Oh, I always forget that too.
Yeah, build a as you said, build a temporary port here. Battleships go through bridges. You're like sitting pretty here.
Yeah, then you would have a lot of influence over the center.
I think I know what I'm probably gonna do next time I play on this map. Great field. Anyways, guys and gals, this is the semifinals is over. It was quick because it's only 2 games. We did get Isabella in both games, but we still did get 2 very good games here. So the top 4. Adept and Observer are eliminated. Those 2 have secured 3rd and 4th place. I don't know how we're gonna do that. So the finals is going to be Plague versus Icy. I am excited. Are you, CJ?
Oh hell yeah!
I just want to take this moment to say thanks to everyone who's participated in this tournament. Thanks to everyone who's been watching, who's done anything to support this tournament. This was just literally a random idea. Well, not a random idea. Something did prompt it up, but I think we'll talk about that in a future video that me and CJ are potentially going to do. But I literally just said, hey, CJ, you want to start a tournament for Tiny Wars? And he was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And here we are now. Finally going to have the finals up very, very soon.
Yeah, honestly, like I was pretty tired before recording, but this is just really fun.
this is like we actually got like a little bit of energy doing this commentary, and hopefully after the tournament there could possibly be future tournaments or possibly more co-commentary between me and CJ, because those as well are very fun to do.
Yep.
All right, anything you'd like to add, CJ, before we call this off?
I think that's it. Just remember to I guess comment, like, subscribe, do whatever. I don't know.
Subscribe.
Talk to us. Let us. What the hell? Let us know what you think.
Subscribe to see the finals.
Yeah. Excited to review that final map and review that final game. So I hope you guys will join us for that too.
All right, guys and gals. I am Advanced Warrior.
I'm CJ.
And you all have our warmest regards. Please take care.
And thanks for watching.
Ciao, ciao.